I think, like this? Oh, I gotta switch the names around.
There's that swap. Yeah, you told me that.
Shoo-wop, shoo-wop. I can always use a reminder. Technically, you can zoom in just by, like,
Oh shit.
trying to, like... Mad World.
You got that stat.
Bro, I know my Nintendo shovel. I know my shovel.
Thanks to Nathaniel for covering for so long.
Thank you, Nathaniel.
Dude. It's been a pleasure.
Catch you
dude.
around, bro.
Thank you so much. Appreciate the help. All right.
Okay,
How you doing, Sam?
I'm doing all right, man. I had a long day at biking.
You want to do better?
Oh, baby. Get this one on mic.
Oh,
That was so loud.
that ASMR.
Pure
We're
carbon.
here for it, baby. All right. Want to make it even better?
Bro, I don't trust vapes anymore because every time I go to the dispensary, dude, look at this. I'm not gonna take it apart, but there's holes around the side on the bottom,
Yeah.
and there's a hole in the bottom.
Yeah.
What do those different holes do?
So the holes in the side are where you pull the air in from. So like, if you think of like, here, I'll show you the cart. So, if you see the way that this sits,
JOAT is playing Fox, right?
yes, yes, I'm very. Okay, so here's the anatomy. So on the inside of the cart here, you have these holes, right? You have these 4 holes on the side.
Yeah.
So what you do, I think this is actually the intended injection port.
Okay.
So that's how they actually load this. So I think this is sealed off. So you have these 4 holes here. So once it seals here, it hits on this node. So it like
It creates a
seals
seal on the bottom.
But these holes still need to be able to pull the air in so you can get your hit. So what it does with these 4 holes on the side of the pen is that's where you're drawing your air in from. So if you're doing this, you're
blocking it again.
like even try that. Just like hold your fingers over those holes.
I believe you.
Or-
I'm just trying normal, bro.
yeah.
I don't need the demonstration of how to do it wrong.
But yeah, I should let Blarg
So
know.
wait. So if the hole on the bottom is completely blocked off, then what's the purpose of that? Is that just to allow air to flow when you are filling it up?
No, I think it's the injection port. So it's kind of like, you know how a butane lighter has like a hole in the bottom from where they actually like.
Yeah.
So it's kind of the same thing.
Okay, I'm learning. I asked multiple dispensers that question, and no one. I asked, what are the holes really? And everyone's
Yeah.
like, I don't actually know what the
Because
holes
generally speaking, because you can actually unscrew these tips as well,
are. Right.
but the seal is not intended to be broken. So that's not actually how they're loading. They're not loading it through here, and they're also not loading it through the 4 holes in the bottom. They're loading it through the bottom 4.
Okay. So when I'm drawing through the cart, does it flow downwards due to the pressure of me sucking, or is that purely the vaporizer drawing it down and sucking it into the wick? Is there a suction from me that is moving the oil, or does it just kind of flow down when it's hot?
I think no matter what, generally speaking, the way that you're holding it and the amount that you have in there doesn't allow it to be held in a. Go ahead and. Chubb takes game 2. You're never going to be able to hold it in a position to where the oil really isn't there unless you spent time just holding it down until it all dribbled down. Nobody's hitting their vape like this or holding their vape like this. So just by that nature, it's always going to be in a position because it's drawing in through these ports here.
Uh-huh.
So as long as it's covering one of these ports or you're able to touch those ports, it's able to draw in through there and then hit the thing.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for disambiguating.
Or you know what? There's another aspect of this too that I'm not really talking about because this is the element.
Yeah,
as
this is
well.
game 3 perp.
So this is the element as well. So the element heats it up, and you're drawing that in through this as well. So you're drawing the heat in through this guy. You're drawing the air in through these guys. Magic. Smoke.
Okay. Really, the source of my curiosity is, I'm tired of the damn things leaking. I just felt like if I understood the...
It could be your temperature, because usually these things have like you can do. So now it's on low temp. Now you see how the color
Oh,
changes.
is that my problem? I'm always doing high temp, bro. Is that bad?
Some carts are not meant to be high temp, and what'll happen is they'll get.
Why aren't dispensaries telling me this shit, bro? I'm getting an inferior...
Because most people are just there and they don't actually care about the craft.
Bro, I can't believe people have turned weed into a 9 to 5. That's so fucked up. Probably people working in dispensaries that are just fucking miserable and they're like, I hate how corporate is
The
here.
first
Holy
420
shit.
after
I'm calling my dealer.
the first 420 after it became legal, we went to Kelly Point Park. You're from around here, right? Yeah. So we go out there, and it was packed, and it was like, it's over. The culture's over. Whatever made it was fun is gone. Now, to be fair, the upside of that is that everything's gotten immediately cheaper. You don't have to deal with shady people. Everything's above board. The worst thing is like you got to pay ATM fees. Like that's usually the worst.
Bro,
thing.
just think ahead of time.
Well, sure.
Go to the
My point is that it is so much better now as a
No, that's
consumer in the weed game, but the culture is so co-opted and disgusting. So like, that's why when you go to a fucking shop, 80% of the people there don't know exactly what they're talking about. They're just there to sell some weed and smoke some weed because it's new to them. Like they're babies, they're neophytes. They're fucking rookies.
When is Marlboro gonna get into the weed game? I've been wondering about the tobacco giants.
They do, but they're outside of the country. So in Amsterdam, you can get Marlboro weed.
What?
Yeah. All evened up, but 112% is a lot. You just can't get hit by something strong. Yo, dumpster him off the edge, Joe. Get it right back. Put himself back in the game. Hey. Oh, no. Oh, there's a chance. He could get back. There's stuff that...
The slap. The slap.
Hey, he missed a chase. Oh, but a good power shield. Nicely done. Can he finish his food? Anybody get... Oh, he wins. What a... Oh. Ah! So exciting.
It's hard to finish your food when you can't even get the fork guided to the plate. I'm fucking stabbing the person next to me. So inaccurate.
So did you smoke weed before it became legal?
Are you caught or something? Why we talk?
My question's going to extend. This is the first part.
The answer is yes.
Okay.
And I think you could have made that
What is this?
assumption, bro.
What is the sketchiest place you bought weed from?
I don't know. Honestly, I like once bought weed just
double.
apropos of nothing, like outside of 7-Eleven. Like some guy came up to me and said, "Hey, you want to buy some weed?" But it didn't even feel sketch. I feel like the sketchiest situation is just going into the house of a dealer you've never met before, because you just don't know what the fuck is going to be in there. I have to say, I mean, I've been pretty thankful to not really get into sketchy situations as a result of smoking pot. I do remember one time smoking pot in Seattle with some friends, and when we were done, some cops did come over to us and say, "Smells like shit over here," and then they kick a beer can on the ground and says, "You've been drinking this?
Nice
You look
recovery."
underage." But then they fucked off. So I guess like the sketchiest thing that ever happened was a cop telling me I stink.
All right.
In terms of sketchiest places I have ever smoked, definitely the Washington Capitol.
Okay.
Definitely the Olympia Capitol. Just
Nice.
a quick little puff inside the Capitol building. That's what I'm talking about.
Sure. Okay. Okay. I mean, did you ever have like a dealer back in the day that was just he sold more than just weed? And then like he had and the clientele he was working with were like affiliated?
No, I mean, you're talking about like hard drug. You're talking about like real problem drugs.
I'm just
Or
saying
are you
like,
talking
but
about like mushrooms and acid? If so, yeah.
No.
But if you're talking about like drugs.
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 Like, you know, fuck your life up drugs. Like baby daddy hasn't been seen in 6 months kind of drugs. You know?
No.
So yeah, so this guy, when we were in high school, we were 16, we were buying from this guy, and he was moving all kinds of weight and all kinds of different things. And sketchy ass apartment, which is now a very nice apartment in St. John's. This is all hilarious to me too, because St. John's is a totally different place. And his deal to us, because we were broke, was he would sell us blunt roaches.
They sell you what?
Blunt roaches.
Oh,
So
just like nasty used.
we would buy blunt roaches for $1. And we'd get a bag. We'd get a bag of like 6 or 7 of them. And we would, and like, they were pretty fat blunt roaches because, again, he was moving so much weight that, like, it didn't matter to him.
I can't believe I didn't kill.
But, like, we were, yeah, dude, it was for real. It was for real. It was for real.
Oh my god, dude.
It was for real. And you know what? Like, we convinced ourselves, because at that age, too, like, we're talking, like, $40 8s, right? Like, getting ripped off all the time. You're scraping your pipe and smoking that shit when you kid. Absolutely. The depths to which you would go to get stoned, when somebody said, I'll give you something for $1 and it'll get you fucked up. Whoa, man, that's hard to imagine. Like, today, it's not hard to imagine, right? Like, weed is so cheap. Like, you can go get a joint for $2.
Is that really Game
joint.
4, chat? I need one nerd to check. Because they say it's Game 4. I thought it was
It is Game
5.
4. It is Game 4. Or,
I had it as Game 5, so maybe I fucked up something. Let me know if everything's wrong. Anyway, Bill, continue.
well, maybe Chubb didn't win Game 1. It was actually a hand whoop. I don't know.
Whatever, chat. Good luck. Good luck.
I also walked 7 miles in the snow to get an 8. So 14 miles total. Because I had to walk back. It was so cold I pissed on myself to stay warm. I'm not even joking about that.
Bro, that's such a short-term solution. You get cold
man.
immediately. What the fuck?
Dude, no, dude. It was like, because
I feel like if I
I
go...
left at like 8 o'clock at night. I got there at like 11.
If I ever go on a car ride with Bill and we break down half a mile from his house, he's gonna drink his piss immediately. He's gonna be like, bro, this is a survival situation. I gotta drink your piss too, bro. Calm down, man.
Here's a bottle. Fill it up.
God.
I mean, there's other uses for warm piss in that scenario. Yeah, dude. If you've been recording the sec, now
Okay,
it's
so
good.
this must be Game
Yeah,
5.
you've been all over the place. But yeah, I got a small ride from somebody at some point. So the problem too is, like, so the snow here is like it's wet, right?
Yeah.
And it was at night. So it's wet snow, and I'm walking, and it's just like I'm walking into it, and I have a sheet that I have to keep smacking off my body, right? And so I eventually make it to. So I'm walking from basically Columbia and basically 6 Point, if you guys know where that is in St. John's. So Columbia Way and Fessenden Boulevard. So from there to Interstate and Lombard. I get up there and I get into the fucking gas station. I was like, can I just stand here and warm up? And I stand in the doorway and there's sheets of ice falling off of my body. And at some point I'm like, all right, I guess I got to get back on the way. And I still walk another fucking 4 miles or whatever. It's not 4 miles. It's maybe like 3 or 2. But from there to fucking MLK and Morgan. Oh.
I feel like that's the only time ever where when your dealer says, hey, you want to hang out for a bit? You're actually like, oh, yeah. Yeah, let me stay in here and get warm for a little bit. Yeah, I don't, not that many crazy stories or sketchy situations, just like straight up dumb decisions. Like I made several light bulb vaporizers in high school because for some reason we had a hard time rolling joints. Why did we do that? I'm not sure.
Dumpster. Oh, I didn't get it. Nice deck.
But don't use a light bulb vape, kids. Just get a magic flight like a real human being.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the worst time I had somebody smoke my weed, I bought an eighth one time, and my buddy made a pipe out of a 16-ounce Rockstar can and loaded the whole fucking thing, and before I could stop him, he lit it and took a fat hit. And I couldn't do anything about it.
Let me get bigolchub versus versus JOAT on stream.
Oh, that we're not that one.
Oh man. But yeah, moral of the story is when you piss on yourself when it's freezing outside, it's warm for a little while, but that eventually freezes too. Then you have frozen piss. And then you get home and you have to stand in the shower for 30 minutes.